I want to do a demo for light as a wave. Now, I've already done a couple of these having to do with like color or the electromagnetic nature of light. But here, my focus is the idea that light is a wave that carries energy from one place to another. So it's energy on the move, right? Now, there are different forms of waves. We care about light as being a little bit like a water wave. That's called a transverse wave. Sound is actually a longitudinal wave. So I have a demo for transverse wave here in a moment. Let me just say something about sound. In the case of sound, what it does is it kind of compresses and stretches the air to carry a signal, to propagate a signal from one place to another, such as, for example, my speaking to be recorded on the video camera. So, for example, if you were watching a sound wave go by, you would see air right here at a fixed position compress, stretch, compress, or squeeze, stretch, right, at this place. But that squeeze-stretch pattern, okay, would be on the move, be going from one place to another. So that's a longitudinal wave. But light is like a water wave. It's this sort of up and down effect. And what I have here is a spring to illustrate this. It's going to illustrate the transverse nature of that wave, as well as the idea that it can move through space. So I have this spring, I'm stretching here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pluck the spring, so it's kind of like disturbance in the force, if you will. Pluck the spring, and when I pluck it, I'm stretching it down, and it's going to, not surprisingly, spring back, except it's going to overshoot. So a spring high, down, except that up and down motion is going to move on down the line, all right? So if you were to accept the idea that this up and down motion has energy content, then even though it's going vertical pretty much, the wave itself is traveling horizontal along the spring. So let me do it once. Here we go. Goes back and forth like that because it's hinged on the other end. Let me do it one more time. Let you see it again. So remember, I'm plucking it up and down. I'm not pushing it left and right. I'm going to pluck it vertically. It's going to give me a transverse wave, but it's going to be a wave on the move, right? And that's kind of like light. It's an electromagnetic wave, is what light is, as opposed to a water wave, but nonetheless, it's still energy on the move.